There's a stigma that comes with living with your parents in your 20s. Most people would say that you're financially unstable, or you're emotionally dependent on your parents, or you just can't take care of yourself. Now these same people just disregard how expensive it's become to live on your own. Today's episode of AngelsDodger will expose those costs, as well as the other costs that come with being independent, and hopefully reveal that it's not uncommon to be in your 20s and live with your parents. To break down the financial cost of living on your own, let's say you're fresh out of college and you have an entry-level position at a huge corporation. The National Association of Colleges and Employers says that for the class of 2013, the average starting salary was $45,327. Not bad. Now, for the sake of argument, let's say you're not like the majority of college students and you're not in massive debt. Let's say you also live in one of the bigger cities in the country. Let's use New York, Boston, and San Francisco as examples for this episode. According to CBSnews.com, the average price for a median studio apartment is $2,000 in Boston, $2,300 in New York, and $2,295 in San Francisco. That translates to these numbers annually. Now let's talk transportation. Let's say you're going to use public transportation to get to work every day because it's cheaper. If you live in New York or Boston, you can get an unlimited monthly card. In San Francisco, you have to pay per each ride. So the number that you see is based off of the average amount that you would spend on a 5-day round trip from home to work over 52 weeks. Regardless of which city you live in, right off the bat, you spent more than half your income on rent and transportation alone. And that's only if your rent includes utilities. Of course, those aren't your only costs. You're going to need to buy clothes. According to statisticbrain.com, males spend $35 a month or $420 a year on clothes. That doesn't include shoes, and for females, it's even more. You're going to have to wash those clothes. Let's say you have 4 loads every week and it costs $3 to wash and dry one load. $624. You're not planning to live in an unfurnished apartment, right? You're gonna need a bed, a bedroom set, dining room furniture, a sofa for your living room, and a coffee table. You know, just to spice up your studio apartment. These are the numbers that ApartmentTherapy.com said was the average amount that Americans spent on these furniture items. There's more bad news. This was in 2009, so you're going to be forking over more cash now. Well, it looks like we covered everything. Oh wait, food! This is what HowStuffWorks.com said was the average amount an American spends on food each year. Again, more bad news. This was also in 2009, so you can expect that number to be higher now as well. There's a ton of other stuff you need, but you know, you get the point. Anyways, this is what you'll be taking home at the end of each month. If you live in Boston, $700. If you live in New York, $359. And if you live in San Francisco, a whopping $273 a month. Oh yeah, more bad news. This doesn't include taxes. Yeah. Now look, not everybody's going to be in the same position. Some people will get higher paying jobs, some people won't be in debt, you can get a roommate. But the fact of the matter is that for the most part, most college students or people who are in their mid-20s are going to find themselves in situations very similar to this. In other words, if you live in a big city or pretty much anywhere, it's not really that easy to move out and live on your own. But when it comes to living on your own, there are other costs that come with that, and they're not necessarily financial. Your parents, the parents that took care of you for over 20 years, are now 20 years older. Now you might not necessarily need them as much anymore, but they might need you. Many people will say that you're not a man if you live with your parents. But there is no better example of a man than someone who takes care of the people that made him a man in the first place. So yeah, I'm AngelsDodger. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.